All right. The pace for this Pegasus World Cup is, I think, going to make all the difference in the world. Horses are pretty evenly matched, and we don't see any clear-cut favorite, I don't think. So here's what I think is going to happen. I think that you got Mr. Freeze, you got Mucho Gusto, and Bodie Express. I think they're all going to head out towards the lead. I think taking the back, you're going to see Seeking the Soul, you're going to see War Story, and we're going to see Tenfold back there. We see the rest of them bunched up around the middle. But I definitely think that Mr. Freeze, Mucho Gusto, and Bodie Express are going to head for that lead. Now, I think Jaramillo's familiar with the track ever since he's been switched to Bodie Express. Then he's been going out pretty aggressive and getting the lead. So I don't expect anything to change in this one. I expect Bodie Express to be out on the lead. I expect that first half mile, and that's going to mean everything. I think he just might be about 46-4. You know, maybe a little bit less, maybe a 47-1. But I think he's going to have to fight to get that lead from Mr. Freeze and Mucho Gusto. And I'm thinking 46-4. So I think the pace is going to be pretty quick in this one. I think that is going to affect Mr. Freeze and Mucho Gusto, because I think Mucho Gusto is going to want to go and chase him, as will Mr. Freeze, and they're going to want to hold those horses back a little bit. I think they'll take a little bit off of them. So as I think they start to make the move, coming around to the final 2 furlongs of that race, you're going to see a serious move, I think, from Diamond Oops. I think he'll be well positioned off the pace. I think Diamond Oops is going to make a move for the lead there. I think you also will see Mr. Freeze, Mucho Gusto go after Bodie Express as well. He's going to have to step up the gas to keep him off of him. And, you know, you're going to see the other ones start to move up. Everybody else is going to come up. True Timber's going to go after it. I expect Tax. I expect Ortiz to make a serious move with Tax. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything, though. I think Tax is going to kind of fade out after being a little bit too close to that hot pace. Higher Power is going to be making his move at that time, and so I think that's going to be the time for him to go as well. You're also going to see Seeking the Soul, War Story, and you're going to see Tenfold making their serious moves then too. You know, and that's when you're looking at about 2.5 furlongs left. Now, I think the end of this race is liable to see a lot of changes. I mean, this might be one where the horse comes up and gets the win in the last half a furlong. But I think that's who's going to be out there on the lead. You know, Mr. Freeze, Mucho Gusto, with a little bit of gas in the tank, but I think they're going to have to hold him back off of Bodie Express. I think he'll have the lead, but he's not going to want to be able to chill out. I think if he's going to want to get the win, he's just going to have to go for it and gun it. After he's got it, he's just going to have to build up some distance, and I think blow these horses away to get the win. Diamond Oops, excuse me, I think is going to be extremely aggressive on that pace. And I think he's you know, familiar with the track. He's coming off a good race, so I think he's definitely going to be a contender there in the last couple or 3 furlongs, and definitely putting some pressure on these other 3 out there. And then I think all those horses off the back are Seeking the Soul, War Story, and Tenfold will be making a serious move. And then trying to catch that pace, hoping these other horses have burned themselves out, which could be very possible. When you have 3 horses that try to get the lead, and they kind of fight for the lead at first, it might take a little bit too much out of 1, 2, or all 3 of those horses, so it might favor a closer. So I'm going to take a look at this a little bit more, come to you with a video on a winner. I checked the weather. They're not saying that it's going to rain. However, it has been raining in South Florida off and on for the past 2 weeks or so. So it's quite possible that we may get a rain shower down there in Hallandale Beach. It may change everything. If it's sloppy, I definitely think Bodie Express will be favored on that. However, it's not looking like it's going to be sloppy, and if it does rain, I don't know if it'll be enough rain to create a sloppy track. So I'm still looking for it to be fast. So stay tuned for the pick for the winner on this one.